Assalamu alaikum students. Hopefully you will be fine. And today we are going to start our second chapter, solving a biological problem. And first topic of the chapter is biological method. We already studied in our first chapter about science. What is science? In which we collect information in which observations are collected and experiments are performed, and from these experiments we determine the nature of principles. And for all these, scientists use biological method. What is biological method and why we use this biological method? Biological method, it is a method, a scientific method which is used to solve biological problems, and these problems which are related to living organisms. So it is a method, or these are the steps which we use to solve a problem related to living organisms. Biological method has a role in research for almost 500 years. Biological method play a very important role from Galileo to current situation, to current research, and it play a very important role in the advancement of medicine, ecology, and technology. It also ensure the quality of data. It improve the quality of data for public use. What steps we can adopt to solve a biological problem, or what are the steps of biological method? 7 steps are involved to solve a biological problem, or 7 steps are included in biological method. First one is recognition of biological problem. Second, observation. Third one is formulation of hypothesis. Next is deduction. Then we do experimentation. After experimentation, we summarize the results, and then we report or publish our results. All these are the 7 steps which we use to solve a biological problem. These are the steps of biological method. Now we will discuss these methods one by one. Now first one is recognition of biological problem. What is biological problem? When we talk about biological problem, what it means? It means the problem related to living organisms. Biological problem that is related to living organism, maybe to a plant, animals, some microscopic organisms. These may be any type of problem related to any type of living organisms. From where that problem comes? These problems, biological problems, may come in some biologist's mind, or these problems may be asked by any person. So, first of all, we should have a biological problem. When we have some problem, then we come to our next step, that is observations. Observations which we make by 5 senses. 5 senses that help to make observations or to collect observations relevant to our problem. First one is vision. Second one is hearing by ear, vision by eyes, hearing by ear. Then comes to smell, which we do with the help of nose. Then taste. Taste, that is by taste buds on the tongue. Then by touch on our skin. These are the observations, 5 types of observations which we make by using our 5 senses. When we collect observations, then we come to the next step. Observations which we collect are of 2 types. Observations may be qualitative or may be quantitative. What are qualitative observations and what are quantitative observations? Qualitative observations in which we just we have some idea about the observations, which are not very accurate, which are not in the form of some figures or numbers, but the quantitative, which are accurate, which are invariable, which are measurable and in the form of numbers or figures. So, the quantitative observations are much better than qualitative. Because, why they are better? Because they are measurable. They give a fixed measurement. They are in the form of numbers. They are invariable. They cannot be changed. They have more accuracy. We can take example of boiling water. If we say hot water, if we say cold water is freezed water is colder than hot water, then it is a qualitative observation. But if we say the temperature of freezing water is 0 degrees centigrade, 0 degrees centigrade is a number, is a measurement. So it is quantitative observation and it gives us accuracy. So that is much better observation. And if we say 1 liter of water has 1000 milliliters, 1000 grams, and if we say 1 liter of alcohol has 786 grams, then it is quantitative observation because measurement is in the form of numbers. So, quantitative observations are much better than qualitative observations. When we collect observations for our problem, then we will move to the next step, that is formulation of hypothesis. What is hypothesis? When we collect observations, that is our data, then we organize that observations and form a statement, and that construction of statement, when we construct a statement from observation, that statement is called hypothesis. Or we can say hypothesis is tentative explanation of our observations. Our hypothesis should have some characteristics, and these characteristics we will discuss in our next lecture. I hope you will got clarity of these 3 steps. Please try to understand it. If there is some difficulty, you can ask. Thank you, students.